Okay, there's another aspect of cryptocurrencies, and that is the actual mining of the crypto assets. When new crypto coins are developed, basically you need enormous amounts of energy to be able to extract them. And in many ways, many of the data centres, the giant data centres, taking up and using energy in Australia and the rest of the world are basically being used to create more digital currencies, more digital assets. The question is whether that is energy that is well used, that could otherwise be used to help bring down costs in other parts of our economy.
Yeah, well, all I can say is what's happening in Australia in terms of the energy crisis has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies and everything to do with poor long-term planning about how we deal with our energy. What I can tell you is I've got people in my business on a plane to the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo at the moment to try and put a data centre next to a Bitcoin mining operation there, where the guy who runs one of the most important national parks in the world needs this to actually fund his protection of the very, very limited number of mountain gorillas there are in the world.
So hang on, there's a relationship between cheap energy, crypto assets, data centres, and protecting gorillas.
Absolutely. So what this guy's done is come up with a whole lot of hydro energy. It's going to take 5 years for the natural development in Eastern DRC to absorb that energy in the normal course of stuff. And he said, what am I going to do with the energy up until then? I need to fund stuff, so I'll put crypto mining operations and data centres in there, sell those crypto coins, use that money to actually put people into the field to protect the mountain gorillas that sit there between Rwanda, Uganda and the Eastern DRC. It's the most amazing story, and just so you know, on Netflix, look at Virunga and you will see the Netflix documentary about the first part of this, and we're going to go and support him with a second documentary to tell him how things have gone in the decade since then.
Okay, so...
and that's just to give you some idea of the magic of what's going on in crypto compared to everybody in Australia saying it's rat poison, we shouldn't do anything, and costing all the retirement savings of people here appalling.
Let's stick with energy for 1 minute, because here in Australia, as you know, there is a debate that will go into our election about nuclear energy. Now, when I speak to Craig Scroggie, I speak to a whole range of people. They tell me that they just want certainty of having energy. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's data centres, Craig Scroggie runs those, or whether you're running a steel mills. Mark Vasella, we spoke to him earlier on the program. He also says, I'm agnostic, I'll take nuclear if it's there. Is it a situation in Australia where if you want to be mining for cryptocurrencies or you want data centres, you need to have that reliable energy source and lots of it? You can't have just enough energy, you've got to have surplus energy. That's the key.
Unequivocally, the Australia needs energy certainty. It doesn't have it at the moment, and better policy would allow us to do that. The one question I have at the moment is I've been team nuclear for the best part of the last 3 years, and I thought, given the uncertainty of the places where we're getting our uranium from, starting to mine uranium in Australia and process it would have been an absolutely brilliant idea. The political constituency for that seems to have been virtually zero, and so for reasons which I don't understand, we're talking about nuclear energy generation, but not actually using one of the great competitive advantages of Australia, which is some of the great uranium deposits in the world.
Mark Carnegie, great to have you in the program as always. Many thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ross.